Dear Matsons, my grandmother watches our daughter often, and we have a great relationship, but she sometimes uses discipline measures that we don't approve of or implement at our home. How do we best encourage and enforce our parenting practices? Sincerely, discerning discipline.
Great question.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've invited grandma to help in the process. And so there's that. And on the other hand, she's using some discipline that you don't agree with or wouldn't do in the home. One of the things that you might start with is, of course, having a conversation with her outside of or before the next visit in a neutral time, and set it up with that you know that she wants to hit the bullseye with your kids, with her grandkids, and so affirm that, and then that is a great introduction to say, are you interested in hearing a little bit more about how you could do that more? There's some nuance that we see every day. And that's an invitation. So you're seeking permission. So even with grandma, I think that's an honoring thing to do.
I love that language because you're really believing the best in her. Sometimes it's just different generations handle things differently, or you're spending more time with your kids and you're knowing their different personalities. So being able to believe the best in her and wanting to give her a tee up. Now, if that still doesn't go well, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You've helped her. You might have to have several conversations. So don't give up just after one conversation. Keep having the conversation. Maybe talk about, Mom, I'd love it if we tried this. See how it goes. Let's check in next week, or let's check in a month and see. Feel free to also check in with your kids. Check in with your child and to see how it's going from their perspective. Listen to their voice. And if they're loving their time with grandma and it's going well, or if you're hearing a disconnect there where they're having a difficult time and really having maybe some discomfort in going to grandma, then you've got to hear that as mom, because you are the parent.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, you're responsible there. And so I don't know why grandma's helping, but I can assume a lot of reasons. Mm-hmm. So if in worst case scenario, grandma's not willing to get on board and you guys figure out a compromise, then you might have to set some boundaries, just like you would with any other daycare provider or babysitters. You're going to do a good job in making sure that your kids feel safe. So with grandma, you have more relational equity and a lot more consequences if you don't move forward with her helping. But know that that is a choice you have as a parent, and you can set ultimately a boundary.
Yeah, so a great book for that is the book Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend.
Yeah, it's really a hard thing to keep talking and having these important conversations, but it's actually giving everybody a chance to grow in the process and keeping your kids feeling safe and having a positive experience with grandma. So if you're appreciating these videos and you want others to learn about it, make sure you give us a like and subscribe. And we are always believing that you are the right parent for the job, and we're here cheering you on.